Hi again, everybody. This is Jim Healy at Rooted in Love, and today I'd like to talk about a technique which can be very helpful when it's a difficult subject that we're bringing up in our marriage. Okay? This is called starting soft, and it came out of the research of John Gottman. It turns out that the emotional tone that you start an argument or a discussion with, okay, in a great majority of times, is the emotional tone that it ends in, whether it ends 5 minutes later or 5 hours later. See, the problem is sometimes when we're really upset about something, we're tempted to demonstrate that to our spouse by raising our voice or this angry look on our face. You know, we got to talk about this right now. You know, the problem is if you start nasty, you usually end nasty. Now, what's the flip side of this, which is good news, and that's if you can start in a kindly fashion. If you can start soft, then over 90% of the time, it ends well too. So what does that mean for us? Well, if we're the one who this time is going to raise an issue which is difficult for us, and let's face it, we all have those issues, okay? We need to prepare spiritually for that. Okay? So here's one way. Take that reading from Corinthians. Love is patient, love is kind. Take out the word love and put your name in there. Okay? Jim is patient. Jim is kind. Jim does not brood over errors, but rejoices in the truth. And even if you can hardly pray that way because it often isn't, pray and say, Lord, please help me to be that with the person that I love. And then introduce that question, but in a kindly way, in a soft way. And Madonna learned this technique before I did, and for some reason I couldn't figure out, our arguments were ending better, our discussions were going better. So she would start this way. She'd say, honey, could we sit down and talk about this again? I think it'd be a big help for us. And I might still rise to the bait and say, oh, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to bring that up again. But if she could kind of stay soft and say, I know we've talked about it before, but it'd really be a big help to me if we could sit down and just take a little time to talk about it, can we? And I could sense myself coming down to that level, okay? Because it turns out, anger is contagious, but so is calmness. Well, thank you. And please consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing that bell.